is the most important part of this equation of moving is learning and getting to know the people. There's a couple times where I took a job and I was very consumed with the football. Football will come. It's how you connect with the assistant coaches, because that's also a big dynamic of success. Is the 10 of us working together collectively, having a camaraderie, having a common goal, a common bond. Because football's hard. Football's hard, and to have any dissension or guys not pulling the same direction, I think ultimately hurts the product. And then, in the second phase is how fast can you get to know the players? Anytime there's turnover, there's anxiety. This isn't the same guy that recruited me. How is this guy going to be? But I think what you do is I think you try to build relationships. I think recruiting doesn't end today. Recruiting, I think you recruit your players every single day they're on campus. You have to let them know that you want them here. You have to let them know that you care about them, and you have to let them know that you're willing to do whatever it takes to help them develop.
I think coaches, fairly or not, sort of become known as he's an offensive coach or he's a defensive coach. And Coach Petrino definitely is known for his offensive acumen. But you've had top 20 defenses here the last 3 years as well. So, you have to be both, don't you?
You do. And he's done, when you have that kind of success that he's had, I guess he's the ultimate, the guys that have success on both sides of the ball do a great job as head coaches of finding the best candidates to be your coaches and then putting a system in place to allow your defensive guys to develop. Just because you're an offensive coach, the good ones don't lose sight on, the offense doesn't have to win every drill. The offense doesn't have to take every skill player. There becomes a balance for the program for us to ultimately achieve what we want to achieve. Both sides got to be good.
I've heard you say, you're not going to be a certain type of defense necessarily, but do you have kind of a philosophy you believe in that you gear toward?
Yeah, I like to be as multiple as our guys up front can be. I like to be as aggressive as our back end will allow us. It's the faster the offensive goes, the more consistency they want to see out of the defense. Consistency creates comfort for them. It's our responsibility to make the looks uncomfortable. You're not going to stop everybody. And it's probably not a sexy thing to say, but on defense, you're trying to minimize scoring at this point.
Yeah.
You're not. There's no shutouts. At least I haven't been around many. So you're trying to minimize scoring. You're trying to get the offense good field position. You're trying to create 3 and outs to flip the hidden yardage in the field position game. And I think it's always adaptable to who you have as players. It's not the NFL. We don't get to choose in the 3rd round. We're going to take a 4 technique. I think you have to be very mindful of not pinning yourself in a corner. Of hey, I'm going to be a 3 down. I'm going to be a 4 down guy. Just like offensive guys, they adapt to the players, and I think that's our responsibility to have enough defense that we can make it uncomfortable. But at the end of the day, when the game's on the line, we have to know what we're comfortable with and what we're best at.
Since you haven't been here that long, how involved were you with this recruiting class? Do you know most of them, some of them, a few?
No, I know all the defensive guys. I've had a chance to get in the house, visit with parents or people that are important to them. So it's things happen fast. Things happen fast. So the last 3 weeks are not 3 weeks. The last three weeks are really about 3 months worth of effort, time on the phone, traveling to get to know these guys. So I think in January, it's not real time. It's triple.
How many